So thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on AI and specifically the government perspectives on AI. So to start with, let me show you like we all are using like ChatGPT, LLMs, Gemini, Claude, those kind of LLMs or AI tools we are using on our day-to-day life, right? So AI become a very household name nowadays, right? Everyone, it's not an unknown name to everybody, right? So right now we are in a stage of it's a very nascent stage of AI, which is called artificial narrow intelligence, and through which like some specific tasks we are able to perform through AI, right? Whether it's a language translation or whether it is a language generations, okay, to extract some insights from a particular phrase or from an article. So all this information AI is able to do that. So in the next stage. Which is will be AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, where the AI can itself, split the goal into multiple multiple tasks, and act upon it to reach upon a certain goal, right? So that is the next stage of AI, where we will see that in next 5 years, of course, right? And next, which is artificial super intelligence, which is expected, after that, like within next 10 years, it is going to achieve. So where the AI will surpass the human, right? Like whatever decision is not taken by humans, so AI can perform that. So it's a hypothetical term nowadays. So we'll see that that phase will come. Like, the advanced phase of AI definitely will come, right? So if I'll describe AI in a simple language, so AI is not magic. So it's all about a mathematics. It's a mathematical formula, right? So sometimes what happens, like if your data sets and from your input, or whenever you are creating a model or creating a formula, so there are some specific parameters you use. If you use some wrong value in that parameters, definitely some wrong predictions or some wrong result will come, right? So you cannot tell AI will 100% correct always, but we can minimize the error or the bias of the AI's output by adjusting all those parameters, right? So with this, I can say like AI is converting your data into numbers and create some patterns of it. Okay, so this is some basic understanding about AI. So accordingly, because we need to expect that much from AI, you can't tell AI will do 100% correct or do everything. Okay, so we need to set our expectations accordingly, right? So India has set a very clear path in this journey, like India's digital transformation journey, which has started from 2015. So many great applications has been already successfully deployed by India's, whether you take the Aadhaar, which through which like 1.3 billion of individuals' digital identity has been stored, and on daily basis, government is providing so many schemes, so many benefits by validating all these records. Okay, so many transactions are already been doing on the platforms. EPI is another such platform where you are able to send 1 rupees on a digital platform to another users, right? So like this, so many initiatives has been already been taken by government. So why I'm telling this is like for AI, the ground has already been set. Like so, people of India know what they expect from a digital solution. So how they can interact with the digital solutions. So those things has already been said, right? So if I tell you on AI impacts on India, like definitely it will affect the job sector. We cannot deny job market. We can deny of that, right? So when the computer came at that time, all the typewriters jobs are impacted, right? Affected. So accordingly, when this AI will come, or that will affect also some downstream jobs. But most importantly, it will create another opportunities, like another jobs will be created also, right? So variety of roles like prompt engineers, data analysts, let's say, and data annotator. So all those jobs will be also created in different industries, right? So we can say AI is projected to add $967 billion to India's GDP by 2035. And on each year, like with a 20% CAGR, the AI is adopting or getting adopted by the users of India, right? So if I show you some global perspective, like India is right now in the 10th positions. So from some parameter like talent, like the operating environment, India is doing very good. And with some, like, there are still some challenges like infrastructure. So those part has to be covered, has to be taken care. So once it is done, I think India can be the within the number 3 rank, right? Right. So this is a report global as per global AI index. So there are some big giants statements. So all are expecting something like India will be a game changer in this AI transformation journey, right? So you can see the statement of Bill Gates, Sundar Pichai, Satya Nadella. So everyone's expectations from India is too high, right? So India is already developed so many applications as like Amitabh sir said. So many use cases he have explained. Those are already implemented. Some are also in pipeline. So India is already been transforming all these sectors, whether it is agriculture, whether it is healthcare, manufacturing, logistics, finance, media, entertainment, energy, and e-commerce, right? So all these people are working and identifying use cases to work on these segments, right? So on agriculture also there is a implementation in Odisha. Government of Odisha has already been implemented, where like from satellite imagery with the interpretation of AI model, government is able to detect whether the crop land has a paddy or it's a non-paddy crop land, right? So through this verification data, they are running certain schemes, right? So already it's been adopted by many governments, right? So still, you can see many challenges still exist, and also the government is working to overcome all those challenges, like absence of indigenous foundation models. We all are working with ChatGPT, Gemini. Those are created by using foreign data sets. It may not understand our socio-economic realities or our language, like our languages, our dialects. Okay, so that's a challenge. So to using those models in our downstream applications may be challenging. So then access to quality diverse data sets. So though data is available, and through these digital transformations we are able to generate so many data, but those need to be prepared and labeled in such a way so that AI can use those data. The training of AI models can happen based on from that data. Okay, so for that there is a need of infrastructure, there is need of effort to do all this labeling and create a diversify or create a like data sets, right? Then computing infrastructure requirement also, that is also being a challenge, and also guardrails. So basically, whenever you are interacting with a AI model, you need to control the output of AI, right? So it should not bias, it should not produce biased result. So it should not create any information. So those are privacy risk. So to mitigate all these challenges, so there has to be some policies, some guidelines has to be implemented. So all these are challenges. So through which, as Amitabh sir already been told, government has created a very good foundations, which is called India's AI missions, where we already been explained all these pillars: compute, innovation, data sets, application development initiatives, future skills, startup financing, and to create a safe and trusted AI, right? So if you see India compute capacity, so government already been budgeted to procure 10,000 GPUs, like already been that maybe we can see that maybe procured in this coming year, where like lots of innovation or lots of research on this Indian language models can happen. And so many applications we can also build on that infrastructures, right? Then Bhasini models, so it's a very good approach to Amitabh sir also. So under his leadership, like you can see Bhasini has already been created 1,000+ language models, whether it is ASR, like active speech recognitions, national like NMT neural machine translation or TTA. So under these categories, like so many models has been developed, and also the researchers, the data scientists, the like students from different IIT colleges, they are also working to create more and more models in future, right? So if you see Bhasini data sets, so these are the data sets has been used by creating these Bhasini models, right? From government data sets has been acquired from the government documents, so websites, newspaper, books. So from the different sources, those data has been acquired, and with the effort, like those has been prepared for creating different AI models, right? And government also initiated a program called Bhasa Dan, where different campaign like Bolo India, Suno India, Likho India, and Dekho India kind of campaign has been launched by the government, where with a crowdsourcing platforms, the data are getting collected, whether it is a speech data, whether it is a text data, or whether it is any kind of image data. So those are data is created. So I request all of you can also open an account on this platform and be a part of this Bhasadan program. Also, you can also contribute to this program, so that how all the models can understand our language, and that can be more matured, right? So this is the Bhasini ecosystems which has been already created to create applications or create AI models to take the India's AI platform to the next level. Under it, there's the at bottom it the cloud infrastructure is there, where all kind of when we're coding the we're telling about the infrastructure, it is GPU, it is CPU. It is RAM and storage. So for all this, there is a cloud infrastructure layer has been created, and on top of it, the data repository was there, where whether it's a crowdsourcing data or whether it is a the data coming from different sources. So those are be part of the data repository. So from that, the training data sets and the benchmarking data sets are prepared. So benchmarking data sets are so important, because whenever you are creating a model, you need to evaluate that model based on some benchmarking. Okay, you can tell the model's performance is good or up to how much it is satisfying, right? So for that, the benchmarking for data sets are getting prepared, and once the model is prepared, that is being a part of this model repository, where all these models or data sets can be accessed through an API layer. So for that, there is a layer called ULC, Unified Language Contribution APIs, right? On top of it, there is foundation layer through which you can, by using those APIs, you can interact with those models, right? And there is a reference app layer, where like all kind of sample applications, let's say the way like ChatGPT, Gemini like tools. So those tools are been placed on that layer, where you can like do some specific tasks by using those tools. And also there is a marketplace, so where whatever applications will be done by the startups or the private parties or any researchers, so that can be placed on that marketplace, so that users can use or take benefit of AI. So skill program, so already been spoken by Amitabh sir. So future skill, EBI and India, such programs are already launched, and the aim is to create 1 million AI trained professionals by 2030, right? And last but the least, but not the least, so the most important thing is, while we are using AI, so it has to be trusted AI, right? So for that, government is also planning to create some kind of policies, like some tools and processes, rules and governance also, so that the AI's output and whatever the prompt or input given to the AI model, that can be validated by using a such framework, right? So with this, I will end my presentation. So let us hope, let's turn AI into an opportunity, not a threat. So with this statement, I'll end my presentation. Thank you.